Okay, so this is the last game of the CGA League for this month. It's me against Curious 2Q. And I'm an hour late. Luckily my opponent is very generous and did not complain. Okay, so I have black because again I'm the last slot in my division. Okay, typical black opening. Let me just make sure that the stream's looking good. Yeah, I overslept. I'm really lucky that this guy didn't call a forfeit. He could have called a forfeit. Yeah, called it a forfeit and got a free win, but I've got an honorable opponent. Okay. Focus. Got to be 100% focused on this game. I'm at 1-3 for this. No, sorry, I'm at 1-2 in this tournament round so far. So I really want to win this, tie it up at 2-2. Don't really want to finish this on 1-3. Okay, so he comes in at C16. It's been a while since I've gotten that. Actually, this game so far is just like the first game. Exactly the same, except that guy screwed up. The Joseki, he played C16 and didn't really know what to do with it and messed up. So hopefully this goes better for me. I mean, goes better for him. It went really well for me. God, I'm really tired. Nothing I'm saying is making sense. I'm not a morning person at all. So we'll see how my go is in the mornings. If it's anything like my conversational skills, this is going to be a disaster. Okay, so he touches underneath at C14 instead of doing the Taisha at E16, which is probably a good idea for him. So I don't see this very often. I don't actually have a solid plan. Although I'm not upset about this at all because the whole purpose of this opening is to emphasize the top right. So something like this, which lets me build a framework in this direction, is, I mean, should be right up my alley. The only things I would really like to end this in Sente, so I can be the one to grab K16. If I build up this wall and then he grabs K16, that's kind of awkward, since he is getting territory out of it. If I go here and he does D15, E15, E16, F16 connect, then I have to connect, and so that's not good. So I have to do this first. I hope the logic of why I can't just do D13 is clear. It's because it wouldn't be sent out. Ooh, this camera is not focusing right. Okay, so this is the equivalent of like a 3 or 4 stone wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could play neither of these two spots. And the cool part about this jump here at b12 is that d16 is no threat at all. So d16, e16, e15, f15, e14, and then the f13 net works. I have enough liberties thanks to c15. So now, I'm really making a big deal out of d12. Like d12 is a huge point for both of us. So it's like e11. Whoops. Okay, so I was thinking for a long time, yeah, probably about whether to take d12. That's what I was about to say. d12 is a huge point there. So he grabbed it, which is okay. So the question now is whether to jump it at f4 or f6. I mean, f3 is probably the more principled thing, but I'm really paranoid whenever I give people the opportunity to play like d6 in this kind of position. I start feeling like, how am I ever gonna invade that ever? So maybe I should jump in at c6. I've still got a decent 2-point extension. I've still got b4. He's not gonna want a pincer. I think pincering would be a little too over-concentrated. So let's do this, even though I have a feeling that this is not the objectively correct move. But anyway, I want to play this, settle it in Sente, and then grab e12. I don't know if I'm going to get all of that. That's just like my Christmas list. But hey, Jooch. Okay, so he does go pincer. In my opinion, I know that technically it's obeying the n+1 rule. Like, this is perfectly situated. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So normally you would say that this is like not over concentrated at all. It's actually the perfect distance. But the thing is, he's gonna have to invest more moves here. So like after I do this, he's probably not gonna play like f3 because then I'll have e8. So he's probably gonna do another e8. And then that's too over-concentrated. Then you've got like, think about it in reverse, then you've got the equivalent of like a 3-stone wall. And then 3 spaces away you've got a 2-stone wall. I mean, ideally that would be 5 spaces away, so. So I don't really like that move. If he does do like an f3 or an f4, then d8. D8, d9, e9. I'm confident at that point in my ability to run up to the center, and I'll just grab e12. Okay. So that is what I'm going to do. Just grab e12 now. There you go. Okay, so I'm happy with this outcome. By the way, if everything worked out properly, the quality right now should be like insane off the charts high. I hope that's the case. I finally like figured out XSplit. Like it now makes sense to me. And I've toggled the settings to as high as this amazing new internet connection will allow me to. And it turns out, based on my friend's stream, that that's actually really high. So these 2D 16-bit graphic stones should be popping. Okay, so do I just do like a typical F7 idea? Do I do C7? No, definitely not C7 first. Or maybe C7 first. C7, E7, connect. And then a few blocks of B8, 9, I capture. Yes, maybe that's not that bad. If I go here, other way around. Yeah, this is actually better. I'll just do that. Okay, so he's going all out on protecting this tiny little territory here. So I don't really think that's a solid play. Now that I have E12, the size of that territory is really limited. So kind of what I want to do is grab this, force him to connect at F9. Just sort of a peak that improves the quality of this Morio. And then just grab something like K10. Or actually, K11 is probably better, just because of the following variation. After F9, F8, after F9, he can go G10, and then I'll go G11. Let me read this out. Yeah. So if I do F9, F10, F9, and then I play K11, then after G10, G11, H11, then basically I can Atari at H10, he connects, and then catch him in a ladder with H12, and his stone will bump right into K11. So that's what I'll do. Okay. So it seems like he's trying to go for some larger scale kill. No, I don't think he's actually trying to go for a kill. I think that's just a better response to F9 than connecting, right? The whole reason the F9 cut is threatening is not because of what it does to... It's not threatening because of what it does to this group. It's threatening because of what it does to these two stones. So instead of connecting to protect these two stones, he just plays here. Now if I cut these two stones, who cares? He just connects at G7 and he's super happy. So that's actually a really good plan. Sort of. So what happens if I go G7 connect, cut here? If he protects the cut, then bam. If he protects this thing, then Atari out, Atari up, up, ladder. Okay, so he can't do that. That's a total disaster. So instead of G7, H7 here, he'll probably do something else like... Well, there's nothing really else. No matter what, that's going to be in trouble. So let's find out. Oh no, of course, sorry. He'll just start with F6. I'm really, really tired. So I'll go H6, he'll just do F6 right away, Atari, then that threat's not really there anymore. Okay, so whatever, just let him do H6, it's not really a loss or anything. Do I still want to do this or do I? Okay, so if I go here and then he goes F6, I connect. I still feel like there's a lot of good outcomes from this cut here. So if I go here, F6 connect. He has to do either like H9, which would be good for me. Okay. Let's just see what happens. I feel like this is a good outcome for me, but I don't trust my brain. Okay, so this is where it has to start working because I go here, he goes here, I go here, push me down. So then, how is that not a ladder, right? Because after H5, he has to protect these two stones. Well, I guess even if he lets me out, I mean, this is still a pretty good outcome for him because he's really made the F10, F9 exchange not that favorable for me anymore. So actually maybe that's his plan. Maybe he just doesn't care about this ladder. He'll let me have this stone, he'll let me connect out, but he's delivered a pretty good punch against this center territory here. So maybe this will just fizzle out. Okay, so let's see what his plan is here. How is he defending the f5 cut and this ladder at the same time? That's what I don't understand. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, that's probably fine. So if I go here, and he goes k6, I can just let him have it. Grab f5. I'm still happy. And if he grabs like a g5 first, then that's the problem. Because after g5, okay, what's gonna happen? So after, if I go here, g5, and then k6, he goes here, I go here. Oh, that's interesting. Like obviously I could just ignore these two stones, grab this here, and be okay. I want to do better than okay. If I do h4, do I have any really cool tactics at like e4, for instance? I feel like I do. Yeah, I feel like I want to take that risk. So he's definitely going to do like g5 now. Well, okay, so he might do h10, j9 first, but still, after this sequence ends for him, he has to do g5, I think. Which is ugly shape, which is why I'm willing to play it, because I think there's tactics happening after, like, h4, e4. That's my plan. That's my plan. This camera is going out of focus constantly. Yeah, I should probably have this mic closer, shouldn't I? Yeah, the audio quality should also be improved. We stole a mic from work, basically. Have I been loud enough, Jooch, this whole time? Were you able to hear me? The mic was like all the way over here. Okay, so just like I suspected, he's going to do g5. So now, if I do h3, okay, so So if I do h3, he clearly has to respond to the problem of k6. So after he does that, I can grab h4, sorry, e4. Which starts to present all sorts of awesome opportunities. So let's play with that. Okay, so after the inevitable k6 or j5 or something, then I'm going for e4. e4, d5, g5, connect. Okay, same idea. Okay, so what this is going to accomplish is a lot of just like good moves here, like d5 and c4, which is going to just solidify these two eyes in Sente and allow me to get out and continue harassing these groups. So I'm really happy about that. And if he screws up, I get a free huge kill out of it, and that'll probably be game winning. Whoa, my hand is so big. He's thinking really hard, but he really only has one choice here. He's just figuring out if I'm killing him after that. But I'm not. Yeah, so that's the choice. Maybe I am. Who knows? It's a pretty sweet tactic. So he pretty much has to do f2 now, if he wants to live. But as you can see, I'm definitely living with this group in Sente now, in spite of this cut here, which is totally fine. So now I can, after this whole thing settles out, I can grab this, which makes L8 and like H10. Yeah. Okay, so if I just grab this now, I am alive in Sente. But I'll give him the option to like live with f2, connect, d2. I'm pretty sure that then he has nothing to worry about. Whereas if I continue on like here, he might have some more severe problems. I could even turn it potentially into a ko, right? Oh, some KGS Plus game starting right now. So, how safe is this gamble? Like, I feel like I can do okay just by playing the normal move and then just grabbing J10. So is there any point in trying to get really, really fancy? Or not even J10, just L7 even. L7 is really good. What happens after d2? d2, f2 connect, c2, g2, b5 connects. Yeah, I don't like that. If I do d2, I feel like I can turn into a ko, and then I have the k6 ko threat. And he doesn't really have any. No, he does. He has d6. But then I also have l5, so it works out. Oh, this is really complicated. Question is whether I should get greedy or just grab my L7 and be happy. The problem is that b4 is not actually enough to live. He still has b6. Which ends up with a really interesting cut at c9. c9, b9, up. He has to go b10. And I can grab d10. Which is really cool. I could actually end up in the ladder in the other direction. So I actually kind of want to see that happen. If I really need is b4. Tari connect. I think I just got to do that. He's gonna grab f2 now. I bet he's gonna pussy out and just do f2. f2 is totally okay. If he tries b6, I have a plan. So I'm poised to grab my L7 point. Well, maybe I should grab h10 first. Just because I don't want b6 to like turn into sente. I mean, not sente, turn into a kill. Okay, so he does grab f2, just as I thought. I need to get out with, do I need to get out with k4? There's still lots of tactics here. If he does g2, I'm definitely doing b3. So he's got to do... Oh, he is doing g2. That's not a good idea. I do b3. He has to do like c2. h2, then he has to do... Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, he shouldn't have done g2. He has to do like c2 now.
Winning it up?
Maybe. I think I might be. Does c1 work here? c1, c2, d2. c1, d2, d1. d2, c2. No, maybe he does live. No, there's got to be a tactic here. I feel in my blood that there's a tactic here. Or maybe I just let him live, but really small. So b2, that's sente. He has to capture it like d1. Then h2 is sente. He has to block a c1. And then I can grab my l7 that I wanted anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I'm getting a lot of huge points in sente. Let's not get greedy. It's good enough. And I've completely eliminated the b5 problem without having to worry about all the fancy tricks with c9. Because he chose to do d1 instead of d2, I've now got an extra sente move. Like, I now get h1 as well. I mean, I'll leave it for later, but it's there now. Okay, so I can't just do L7. Paul's braided like J3. I need to do something like this. K4, L4, K, L5. Atari, go down. Totally fine. So you can't hunt at L4 because the variation I just read out in my mind, and which you obviously heard because we are psychically linked. And then, so he can't L4, he has to L5, and then I can L4, and then I'm safe. I still want to grab J10 if I can. J10 is a huge one. Rocking the glasses. Man, if he goes for L4, I'm so happy. Just killed right away with K6. We're really well matched in terms of how much time we use. Normally I'm using way more, but I'm out there using way more or way less, but this time we're both using about the same. Okay, so indeed he did not go L4, he went L5. I can go L4 and be quite happy about it. I guess he's deciding whether to Hane at M4 or to extend at M5, or whether to Tanuki somewhere else completely, or play like an L7 or a K9, obviously better than L7. And if he does go M5, can I Tanuki? I think I can, because I have the H1, J5, J3 combo, which pretty much makes 2 eyes on the spot. So m5 is totally okay. I can grab j10 at that point. Was not expecting that. But I should have been. That's a good move. That's a huge oversight. It's a huge oversight. Oh my. Oh, why didn't I see that? Oh no. Okay. I could be in trouble. I just didn't consider that at all. Obviously, j5 is self-Atari. So, if I do j3, then j5 is Atari connect. And then the k3 cut is a huge problem. I might have just lost it by mistake, because I didn't pay attention and played L4 without thinking. All I had to do was just grab J5 first. Just play J5, then play L4. That's it. That's all I had to do. But I did not think. Okay, if I grab H1 now, and then do something else like K2. Yeah, I'm serious shit. H3, J3. Actually, it's probably my best bet. If I play H3 instead, he can't go to J3 because J5 is still Sente. It's still Atari, sorry. So then he'll have to go to J3, you'll have to go to J5, and then I can protect my cut. Okay, I think I'm okay. He's obviously going to do J5 now. Question is, can I do J3 after J5? Probably not. I have to do like H1, K2. Just doable, it's fine. It's not an issue. I think it's okay. Okay. H1, K2. Now I really want to grab like L7 instead of J10. I just feel like it's more severe. There's a lot of strategic questions here, mostly about the relative values of M5, M4 versus L7 versus J10. I'm sure those are what he's considering as well. Not an easy game. Okay. I'm already starting to see how this is going to end. It's going to end with me living with M5, M6 kind of idea in Sente, making K9 Sente, making H10 possible. So we'll end up having like split the bottom in half, basically. He'll have his territory here, and he'll have to invade this whole thing. Like he'll probably grab R17, let it work, and then it'll be just a matter of like this territory versus this territory, and I think I'll be ahead there. So I'm still comfortable in this game, in my opinion. Sorry, just tweeting that I'm playing this. Okay, so he's going for it. He's going for K3, which is actually perfect. In my opinion, this just loses a liberty. I want him to do that because now M5 is a really huge threat. I want to just grab M5 no matter what. The L2 cut Not an issue now, right? L2, L6. So he can't even do M6 for the same reason. This is going exactly according to prediction. That's awesome. Now this is sente as well. I could even go one more. Should I right now? I go one more. That is sente. L8 is threatening a snapback. And then, so he has to do something like M8. So then, K9 is Atari. Is it? I go there, he goes there, I go there, he goes there. Yep, it is. So then I would have K9 as well. This is awesome. Of course, he might be smart and not do LE, he might do M8, but or other way around, sorry. But still, either way, M7 is gonna be good. So now what's the best way to deal with M2? Is M3 the best way to deal with M2? Yeah, I feel like M3 is the best way to deal with M2. No, it's not. No, it's not. M3, L2, N2, and then N3 is Atari. Definitely not the right way to do it. So I do have to go to L2 next. Unless he goes L2. Yeah, L2 next. Cool. So he didn't fall for M8. It's good for him. So now he's earned this ladder, the J10 ladder, which is fine. I'm gonna pretend that J10 and like R16 are VI. Strategically, they might be. Okay. Okay, so we've gotten out of the tactical jungle. Now it's time to step back and do some strategic analysis. How much territory does White have? Like, not very much. The only solid territory White has right now is right here. And that's about 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Depending on who gets like D17 versus C18, it's about 20 to 30 points. And that's it. Other than that, he's got like 2 points here and like 2 points here. I have like maybe 10 points total. But I have a massive amount of thickness, and his thickness goes nowhere. The question is, can I grab something like a J10 right now? Or do I have to worry about M2? I don't think I have to worry about M2, to be perfectly honest. So then what's the biggest move? Can I treat like R3 and S17 as MIAI? I think I can. In which case just grabbing J10 is the biggest thing on the board. J10, R17 and R3 are MIAI. I have ways to slide in or defend anything on the right side. I feel like this is good. Let's just grab J10. A move I have wanted for a very long time. And it really solidifies some of the top side territory. Okay. I feel firmly in control now. Okay. That's certainly his prerogative. Do I want to defend with like a K12? Or do I want to defend like an R16? I feel like R16 is adequately defended already. I think I want to just do like a K12. Still got like O3 or P3 to look forward to. There's a lot of good moves for black on the board. I don't think I'm gonna lose. I'm actually ahead on time by 4 minutes. Well, almost 4 minutes. Okay. L12, good. Threatening, K12. I mean K13. So let's do it. I realize I'm using territory to make thickness here, which is not normally what you want to do, but I'm doing it based on the score. Like I'm not doing it just to do it. I've calculated how many points I need, and this is enough points to make it. So this is a calculated conversion of thickness to territory that I'm quite happy about. Also, 0 dropped frames. That's amazing. I'm at like super high quality right now, and no frames dropped. Rock on XSplit and Bell Internet or whatever internet I have. Let me just move this camera. The positioning of this camera is annoying me. That's even more annoying, isn't it? Okay. So he grabs Q14, which is totally fine with me. As long as I don't like lose R10, I'm okay. And actually solidifying and protecting against R17 is something I've wanted to do anyway. So it'll give me the perfect opportunity. So many good moves available to me. R17 R16 has the benefit of preventing R17, while at the same time offering a lifeline to R10 in the form of S14. I think I'll just do that. Just R17. That's fine. I've still got R3, right? Okay. S14. What do I do against R12? R12, S12. So yeah, the S14 benefits of R16 became apparent immediately. It's always nice. Okay, he's starting to get violent. Alright, so it seems his plan with R8 was not to attack R10, but rather to remove running room from these guys. Okay, so if I do M4 and he does N3, then I have to run into the center with 06, and that could actually turn out to be a slight problem. What if I do N8? Yeah, I want to beat that in that position. So if I do M3, I mean, obviously I can sacrifice those 3 stones, just grab N2 next. Or actually no, I'd do N3 next, which would be even better. But what if he does N2? One step further. Yeah, it'd be totally fine, so let's do that. So if he goes N2, I go N3. I don't really care what happens to these 3 stones, basically. Not a huge concern to me. was thinking for a long time. Is he really going to grab M4 now? Like, or was this all just a good way to prevent R2, R3? If it was, it's a good job. Although not so good in the sense that it's going to be Gote, so I'll still grab like L13 and other huge ones like that. Okay, not even. Okay, is now the time to grab R3? I think it might be. Okay, if I go R3, R4, Q3. What about grabbing R6 first? No. No, R4 is still the direction he wants to block it, so there's no point grabbing R6. R3, R4. S4. P3. R3, R4, S4. S5, S3. Q3. What if I do P3 first? P3, Q3. Both reads and it's the same thing. P2. Yeah, that might actually be best. P3. Just reduction, pure reduction. R3, Q3, R4, R5, down, down, R2. R3, R4, Q3. Yeah, I think it's best just to leave this for now. Just grab that. I guess the goal is to make 03 really dangerous with like an 0405 coming out at N7. There's a couple ways to do that. Okay, if I do Q7, can you cut a Q9? Q9, R9, R6. Yeah, I don't think he wants to do that. Okay, maybe he does. I think that works. So if I do O2, Q3, O3, Q3, Atari, up, Atari, up, there, there. I think this is gonna do something good. Even if all I do is get N7 and O7 in Sente, that makes like P10 work. There we go. That's a pretty cool tactic. Okay. I don't think there's any way I can lose now. Especially if I also grab L15. That was a pretty sick factor. Oh, it's Amar. Hey, Amar. It's awesome. He's still playing. If anyone's chatting in stream chat, I'm not on stream chat because this is a tournament game, so I don't want to accidentally see any hints. So, Amar, if you're in stream chat, hello. Sorry, but I can't actually see anything you're saying until after the game. Let me make sure I spelled the name right. I did not. 2 M's. Okay, so he wants to just grab these 5 stones. It's totally fine with me, especially since it's going to be Gote. So, which way should I do it? Yeah, I'll just do it this way. And now if he does anything but L13, I grab L13 and I'm like 100% confident that I've won. Yep, 100% confident now. Okay, he's now in overtime, 10 minutes for 25 moves. But I have a feeling I'll see resignation soon. There's just nowhere for White to make up the points. Okay, you can try the crazy invasion. Might even work, it's just, I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay, crazy invasion begins. He can't Hane at N16. Best he can do is N17. And then it'll be a question of whether I want to just let him live. Oh, really? You think that's safe? I don't think so. N17, N18, out. N17, N17, N18, M18, Atari. Yeah, I think I can definitely grab this. Okay, that apparently was just part of his plan. Okay, so he's gonna live really small down here. In return, I'm gonna get all this thickness, which I'm just gonna take this point here and just easily win. Or maybe not. Oh, he actually got it in center, so that's fine. Six viewers, nice. Oh, he actually felt the need to do that in Sente. Okay, sure. Makes my job easier. Okay, it looks like I might even have time to grab like C18. Which would just be like icing. I think he might run out of time. He's gonna end up with like 4 minutes for the next 16 moves. Which means 4 moves a minute, so like 15 moves a second on average. And historically, that has not been a doable thing for him. Yeah, he's now below 4 minutes. Are there any complicated things I can try to do to put him in more time trouble? Like L10, perhaps? Is that unethical? Finding moves that put your opponent in time trouble when he's in time trouble? Oh, he's probably going to grab D17 now, so, or D18, same thing. So it looks like I won't get my B18 move, or C18, whatever. It's fine. Three minutes for 13 moves. He's at 6 moves per minute now. Or will be in 5 seconds. Yeah, less than 10 seconds per move. Okay, check this out. If I go c10, he goes d10. Then Atari connects. It's pretty cool. Eight moves this minute he has to make. Yeah, so he can't do d10, right? So if I go here and he goes d10 now, then does c13 kill? Yeah, I believe it does. c13, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it does. So it's a huge problem for him. Yeah, that's a killing tactic. Thanks for the game. That was really cool. That was a good game. There was strategy, there was tactics, the whole bit, and the best part was I won, which is always important for my enjoyment of a game. Sorry, I'm joking. Okay. Thank you for watching, all 7 people of you. You had me on the ropes early. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's not much to say. I mean, I was doing a pretty thorough review the whole time. What is there to say review-wise? Yeah, this whole thing was good. Like, this kind of presented lots of nice opportunities. There's nothing to say. I've talked about the whole thing while doing it. It's been grand. Thank you, everybody. This is it for the September CGA League. The next league starts on October 10th. I don't know when my matches. I don't know when my matches will start being scheduled, but that is definitely when I will start knowing. So I will post those details, and I'll probably play some KGS matches, like auto matches, before that. So thanks for tuning in.